Hello dear friends. Today this video is about how you can book an on-arrival visa for UAE. This is especially meant for Indian passport holders who have additionally EU residence permit or a UK visa or a US visa. Now, one question might be, if the visa is on arrival, then why do you want to book it in advance? Yeah. The one thing that can happen is, or most commonly that can happen, is that we had the same problem. We were traveling to Abu Dhabi from Frankfurt and with my family, and it was Etihad Airways, the national airways of Abu Dhabi. When we tried to check in, the first thing, online check-in, that did not work because it required a visa number for Indian passport holders. So online check-in, first thing, did not work. And then we went to the airport counter for check-in, and over there also it was not such a good experience. We had to wait for almost 1.5 hours at the check-in counter because the check-in staff needed to get an approval from Abu Dhabi airport that we can travel. Even though it's known that there is on-arrival facility, there seems to be some gap in the system that we need to wait till such an approval is received. And this is with Etihad Airways. So if you happen to book any other non-national airways like Qatar or Gulf Air or another airlines connecting through different routes to Abu Dhabi or Dubai or another emirate, it's better to have this visa already issued in your hand. And it doesn't cost much extra. You just pay some 20 or 25 dirhams additionally for the e-service. Otherwise, it's relatively simple. Within 24 hours, the visa is issued and you can just download and keep a copy of the printout. So let's look at how this is done. The first thing you need to do is go to Google and you can search for ICA services UAE. You get a link, you can see it's smart services. Make sure you see that it's HTTPS, should be secure, smart services. So let's click on it. It should load. Sometimes I've noticed problem that it's a bit slower in loading. I refresh it and it loads much faster somehow. I don't know what the problem is, but yeah, that works. Now over here we go to public services. And here you can see the special service that we need to use, which says visa holders for special visas, citizens of Republic of India residing in America, Britain, EU countries. Now the whole process will take about 10-15 minutes. You have to also pay with credit card. Some documents you have to keep on hand is a passport copy, a photo, and also your EU or UK or US visa copy. And these are the things, these are the only three things you need to upload. Also, you need an address. Most probably it's better you get your friend's address or your family address, somebody's address, and some phone numbers, which you need to fill out in the form. Yeah. Okay, so let's proceed. We proceed by clicking on Start Service. Good. So let's start with filling the form. So the form first is asked for the applicant name. Now this has to be exactly what is in your passport. So your first name, let's say, is something like Shah, and your last name, let's say Hamid. Yeah, and then tab out. The Arabic name comes out automatically. Now choose a phone number. So I live in Germany, so I would choose a German phone number. I just, for demo purpose, I just give some random number. The email address is very important. Uh, because the application details and approval all come to the email address. So let's I just give a it's not a real email ID, at least not my email ID, so I just give something for sample. Preferred language, English. If you know Arabic, you could choose that. Now, if you have already traveled to UAE recently, you will have a unified number, which you can find out from a previous visa that has been issued to you. If you don't know this, it's not mandatory. You don't need it. The next thing you need to choose is from where you want the visa to be issued. So I want it from Abu Dhabi. So I choose Abu Dhabi. Yeah, I think I don't see Dubai here. I have heard that you can also give Sharjah and that works. So I choose Abu Dhabi. And then my name again, whatever I gave it before. So it was Shah Hamid, let's say, yeah. And then my current nationality, of course, has to be India. Previous nationality, if you have something, I don't have anything, so I leave it. My occupation, let's say, I work in software field, so something like software specialist. You could choose for multiple things. If it's a housewife, you can choose for housewife. Student, you can choose for student. Yeah, choose whatever is the most closest. You might not find an exact match, but you can always choose. Gender, male. Date of birth. Let's choose something random. 1980, May 1st, something like this. Yeah. Country of birth, where were you born? I was born in India, so I choose India. City of birth, I'll just say Kerala. Whatever's in your passport, right? Just make sure this all the information matches your passport. Now your passport number, make sure all these details are very correct because this is what will come in the visa and you want these things to match, right? Passport type, most of us would be an ordinary passport, I guess. Passport place of issue, wherever it was issued. Mine was recently issued in Frankfurt. So I would say Frankfurt on mine. Country of issue, based on the place of issue, you can choose the country of issue. The date of issue, let's say it was issued in 2019, February 1st, and then expiry date of the passport, let's say it's expiring in 2025, June 1st. Yeah. What is your religion? I think you have various options. You can say non-religious, Islam, Hindu, Christianity. So I'll just go with Islam. I think based on the religion you choose, you get different options here. I say Sunni for Islam. Marital status, you can choose married. Qualification could be bachelor's, master's. So let's say I say master's. Qualification country, where did you do your qualification? If you did it in India, then India. Then level details, let's say master of business administration, something like this. Mother name, let's say Fatima. Yeah. In Arabic, what is the visit reason? Visiting friends and family. And then the email ID again has to match what we gave earlier. Yeah, I'm looking at it because I'm just giving something that's not real. Yeah, okay, good. Now you have to give the address within the UAE. So let's proceed to put the address in the UAE. So I'm going to Abu Dhabi. I select Abu Dhabi. City will also be Abu Dhabi. Area is, let's say, Tourist Club. Yeah, detail address, let's say flat 1202 Mina Road, and building can be let's say Victoria Towers, something like this. PO box, if you have a PO box, give a PO box, otherwise it's okay. A residence phone number, something like this. I think you need to match. Okay, that seemed to work. So it has certain number of digits. So get these information from your friends or family, like a residence telephone number, office telephone. I don't think any of this is verified. It's just in case of the problems that this can be used here. But the mobile number is better. You have something that really works. So give a proper mobile number, because in case there are some messages going on, somebody needs to be called and verified, something like this. Now next is for your address, so where you live. So if you live in Germany or US or UK, give that specific address. Let's give the address. And your phone number. So all right, number of phone number. Now it asks for what is your visa type. So my visa type is, so you have the various options here: US visa, US green card, EU residence visa, UK visa. I choose the EU residence visa, and then a date when it was issued, let's say 2019 February 1st. Now, technically, if you have a permanent residence, you really don't have an expiry date. So I think what you could do is you could give an expiry date that matches your passport. So something like this. I don't know what I gave for my passport. I'm just giving something here. I'm just saying. So yeah, so that completes all the information on this page. Let's proceed to the next page now. All right, so now we are on the page where we need to upload documents. See, there are some certain requirements. The documents can be JPEG, JPG, or PDF. So just make sure that your passport and all these documents are either in PDF format and the photo is specifically in JPEG format. Yeah, and each file cannot be more than 2 MB in size. So make sure that the file size is also not too big. So let's start by uploading the photo. So I'll upload the photo of my son. Okay, here it comes. You can crop it here if you want, or leave it as it is. I will leave it as it is now. So the photo has been uploaded, and then the next is the passport copy. So I have it here somewhere. So the passport copy is also now uploaded, and then the next is the visa copy. So I have that also at hand. Okay, good. So now you see all these documents have been uploaded. They have some name, everything. You can delete it and upload it again if you want. So that should complete this step. The next step is just reviewing the application and then proceeding to the application fees. Yeah. So let's click on the next button now. So now the document should open for review. This is the third step. Yeah, the reviewing the application. So whatever details you entered, please check it again that it matches everything. One funny thing I noticed is that the copy does not show one of the copies that I uploaded. This happened many times. So what I did here is just go back once, yeah, and then click on the next again. And then in this case, you see now it shows all the 3 documents as available, right? So this is a trick that I used for many applications. So you could also try that, go back and come forward. So that should be done. If you have reviewed all the details, then we can go to the next step. Yes. And the next step is basically payment. You see the visa charges are 100 dirhams. The service fee is 29.40. This is e-service fees, and then there's an ICF fee of 22.40, totally 151 dirhams. If the application is rejected, then you get back a refund of 100 dirhams, so the charge or the fees for the visa, but the service fees is lost. Yeah, so it's okay, I guess, for this convenience of online service that we have to do this. I guess it makes sense. So the next step is basically agreeing to this and going forward with the credit card payment. Right. So once we have made, I don't want to go forward with this because this is not, this is just a demo application, not a real application. So once you do the credit card payment, you will get an application number that then it's finished, right? So the application is finished, and then you will receive an email. So I will show you how the email will look like. As soon as you finish the payment and the payment is successful, you should receive an email almost immediately in your Gmail. Okay, so once you have made your payment, you should receive an email in your Gmail that you have given in your application from ICA Smart Services. The email will basically say that your payment has been successful, and it will give you your application number and your receipt number. I think the application number is the most important. Now, I think within 24 hours, normally you should hear back from them. Or if there is something wrong with your passport copy that you uploaded or your photo copy, then they will usually get back and ask you to upload the document again. So for all these purposes, you need your application number, wherein you can go back to the ICA website and upload the same, right? So once it's approved, you should receive another email saying that the visa has been approved, and with the application number again we can go back and download the visa. So let's see how to do that. Let's copy the application number. So once you're back in the ICA services page, you go back to the same service, the service for the new visa, and then you see there is a tracking link here, tracking for public service. We should be able to click here and then give the request number that we had, and then the email ID that we had provided when applying for the visa, and then search for the visa. So then it should come through what has happened and things like this. And then from here, you have actions like print electronic visa. And then clicking on this link should allow you to then basically download the visa in a PDF format. Yeah. And then that's it. So that should be the new visa that you can use. It's as simple as that. Okay. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video and hope this is useful for each and every one of you. There might be additional rules at the point of time that you're traveling based on what more you need to do. For these things, I would suggest checking usually with the Etihad website, arrival to Abu Dhabi or something, or Emirates. Usually the national carriers, Emirates or Etihad, will have the proper information as to what is needed on arrival to the Emirates. Yeah. So wish you a happy journey and all the best. Thank you.